My name is Aminata. When I first came to Leicester, I was just 18 years old. As soon as I came out of the station and into the city for the first time, I just got this sense that I'm home. Which is strange because I'd grown up in Bexley Heath and all I'd known is London. But here, there were people who looked and sounded just like me. And there was also something else, something really, really special. There was space for me here, felt visible. People really listened to me. People like the director, who I met at the Curve Cafe by absolute accident, but gave me my first big break. And the radio station, who once had me as a guest and later gave me a job. And the theatre, who put on my work and gave me an audience. Leicester is a big city, no question. It's got shops after shops after shops. It's home to big businesses and major employers. If you want to go out to eat, go for a drink with some friends, you can do that. Leicester's a vibe. Heritage, culture, and a great sense of community. Leicester will give you all that, but most of all, it's a city that will give you a chance. So take it.
I've lived with a severe visual impairment all of my life. Coming to university was no easy feat for me, because mainstream education had left me behind due to my disability. But I had overcome so many challenges just to get this far. I didn't want to let anything get the better of me. Nothing did. I met people at DMU who accepted and cared for me. And in my second year, Carlo came along and became my rock.
My name is Charles. We're on this show, Abandon This Dog, and we talk about all sorts to do with disability, mainly visual impairment and blindness.
I joined the university's radio station, Demon FM, and whilst running a weekly show, I felt that I'd really found my voice. I used that voice to raise awareness for the difficulties disabled people face every single day. Surrounded by friends, we would share laughs and stories, and in turn, people would listen. When life threw an obstacle in my way, I used my platform to help others navigate that obstacle. My show was nominated for an award, but for me, the prize was the experiences that have given me a whole new way of viewing the world.
I had a terrible time at college and I actually ended up leaving before completing my A-levels. Luckily, I was able to enrol in the foundation year computing course at DMU without having any A-levels, just with my BTEC diploma. I had a mistrust of education and I found a new beginning at DMU. My foundation year was like a second chance at education and we had some amazing tutors, and it's also where I met my best friend. He had a tough time at college too, and when we met we realised we both wanted the same things out of our university experience, so we kept each other on track. After we finished our foundation years in computing, we both moved on to our degrees where we were taught by some more amazing tutors. Being taught by successful women in tech whose personalities were the reason that I didn't fit in at college was really inspiring for me. Having tutors that believed in me and having tutors that shared their industry experience with me really gave me a leg up when it came to applying for graduate jobs, and I think that's probably the reason that I got my graduate job as a software engineer. One of my most rewarding experiences at DMU was going into school and teaching children how to code. Because of that, I'm now actually running Girls in Engineering Day events at my workplace. It feels amazing to be inspiring the next generation of women into tech.
I was halfway through my final year at DMU when I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, and I was told it was stage 4. Cancer, chemotherapy. These aren't words you tend to associate with university, and I certainly don't. Before my diagnosis, I was living my best life at university. I could see how the skills I was learning could be transferred into the workplace. But as my treatment became more intense, I needed to prioritise my health over my studies. This is when my DMU family really started to shine. I remember my course leader and my course mates, who all took lecture notes and proofread my assignments. Most importantly, they were themselves around me, which made me feel more like myself. My placement year may have been cut short, but it helped me secure a job with Eon, where I got promoted into a managerial role. And after my chemotherapy, I rang the bell and picked up right where I left off. I went back to work and I'm using my skills to create a strong team. Walking across the stage at Curve and receiving my degree in Human Resource Management was one of the proudest moments of my life. The scars of cancer are still here, but when I notice them, I think back to the people who got me through. I'm more than just a cancer statistic. I'm a DMU graduate.
Thanks very much, and it's really nice to see so many of you here at the Open Day, and great that we don't seem to have any rain today. We're really pleased about that. So welcome to the Montfort campus, and welcome to our city of Leicester, if you're not familiar with it. So as you look around today, you're going to see plenty of students and staff who are on hand here to offer you advice and support, so do please ask them things if you've got any questions. Now, there's a real sense of belonging and community here, and it sits at the heart of everything that we do. You can also feel the excitement at the moment on campus because our first year students have settled into their studies and all our students are back fully in person for teaching, which is great after the pandemic. That open and friendly feeling is really important, and I think we see it as our job as a university to empower students from all backgrounds to achieve really amazing things, especially in their careers. And we want you to come here to make friends, to be part of the community, and to feel at home in this brilliant city. University is a new beginning, and we want you to find your new home here at DMU. So firstly, just a little bit about our campus, and that's a big part of what you're here for today. And we're really proud of it, not only because of the way that it looks, but it's safe and easy to find your way around, with all our buildings in one self-enclosed campus. We've got next to us a swimming pool, fitness centre, further onto campus, art gallery, entertainment venue, and we're just a few minutes from the city centre. Our buildings range from the historical to the contemporary 21st century creations, and we've invested hundreds of millions of pounds creating a campus which best suits you, the students. We understand that where you live is almost as important as what you learn, and we're really pleased that Leicester's been named a top-performing city in the East Midlands by the Good Growth for Cities Index, and that measures economic well-being indicators such as work-life balance, environment, jobs, safety, income, and health. And because we're based in Leicester, we can see why it's had that recognition. It's got everything that you'd expect from a city experience: big-name shops, quirky independence, great food and leisure options, great sporting options, many near to campus, and there's a local, friendly and accessible feel. And what's more, our special connections across the city have enabled DMU students to get plenty of discounts just for being a DMU student. So of course, we think highly of DMU in our city, but the real test is with our students. And we're really proud to say that this year we were 14th in the University of the Year category for the What's Uni Student Choice Awards, which are nominated and judged entirely by students. DMU was particularly ranked highly for our facilities, our postgraduate studies, our international students offer, and crucially for our student support. And for us, these are the best reviews we can receive because they've been voted entirely by the student body. And ultimately, that's what we want to do here at DMU, is to empower our students. So we want to give you the support and community you need to succeed in what it is you want to do. And these results are just an indicator that that's beginning to happen. Now, each of you as individuals are going to have your own ideas and questions about the right university for you. And these may be questions like, will I get support in an environment where I can be me? Or will teaching staff understand my needs and any extra academic or wellbeing support that I might need? If you come to DMU, you're going to be at the heart of a learning community that's here just for you, and you'll get great support with your degree, with your career, and with adjusting to life in higher education. We're offering a new approach to learning called Education 2030, which imagines what education needs to be like in 2030, but delivers it now. And our offer is student-centred, future-proofed, focused on giving you an excellent experience and the positive outcomes that you want, while ensuring that teaching stays relevant to the changing needs of people like you. Education 2030 provides a straightforward structure and timetable where you study one module at a time instead of 2, 3, or 4 like other universities. It means that you can focus closely on one topic for 7 weeks with the same group of classmates and the same tutor, and then complete your assessment within that block as well. At the end of the block, you then get a week's break before moving on to the next 7-week module as well. So this way, you can get to study in depth with a tight group of peers, take one exam at a time, with the module freshly in your mind, avoiding the big end-of-year summer exams, which I don't think anybody ever likes. So we're already getting really great feedback from our students, our first years who are on our Block Talk courses, with more than 90% of them saying in a recent survey that they're really enjoying doing one module at a time, and it really suits their lifestyle. And the vast majority are also telling us that they're really satisfied with the overall teaching and learning experience, and they feel that they've selected the right course and the right university for them. So this short video is just going to talk you through some of the benefits of Education 2030 and block learning. Thank you.
Education 2030 is DMU's new student-centered approach to teaching. From September 2022, students on most undergraduate programs will study one module at a time instead of several at once. That means they can focus closely on each subject and absorb their learning materials in more depth. A focused block approach allows you to better manage your studies around other life commitments, whether that is work, caring responsibilities, sport, or hobbies. This will remove class attendance barriers and create a learning community where students can thrive. Assessments will take place at the end of each module block, enabling quicker feedback on your work. Students will no longer have to revisit previous modules for summer assessments. By working through one module at a time, teaching staff will enjoy more dedicated contact hours with students, allowing them to easily identify where a student may need additional academic or well-being support, something our students have asked of us in the past. All this comes together to produce better grades and outcomes for our students, as research from other institutions can attest to.
Thanks. So your degree at DMU is a stepping stone, and our award-winning career support and employability service, DMU Works, is here to empower you and make sure that you succeed in your future careers. DMU Works provides every student with guaranteed work experience, and our overall commitment means that you can get flexible and personalised career support tailored to your degree. For the second year in a row, DMU has ranked in the top 10 British universities with the most student and graduate startups in the Higher Education Statistics Agency rankings. And we also won the Outstanding Support for Students award at the prestigious Times Higher Education Awards last year, dubbed the Oscars of Higher Education. And we won this for Make Diversity Your Business conference, which brought together 30 Black, Asian and minority ethnic students and 30 local employers to explore ways to increase diversity in the workplace and in graduate recruitment and take barriers down on either side. Graduate Joshua Hyacinth, who took part, said that this was life-changing. So this year, we were also shortlisted for the Outstanding Entrepreneurial University of the World of the Year category for the same awards. And the nomination focused on our work in developing an entrepreneurial mindset and championing innovation. As well as the opportunities through DMU Works, we've got initiatives such as Leicester 1000, which is designed to place graduates in highly skilled jobs and connect them with upwards of 200 employers in the city. So the right university for you is a new beginning. It's one where you can find your people, your purpose, your place in the world. And at DMU, it's our goal to help students to reach your goal. Our supportive community wants to empower you to start realising your ambitions. Now, some of those who got the direction and support they sought here have been sharing their stories with us in a new series of student features, which you can find on our website, and we were playing them just earlier as you came in. But these include Gaddafi Mulala, and Gaddafi was torn between choosing football as a career, which his dad wanted him to do, and following his dream, which was to dance. And Gaddafi said his DMU dance audition was literally the beginning of the life he imagined. And he said, "I just knew I was going to find a new family here." And he's now doing a master's with a professional dance company. So DMU aims to empower you to explore your abilities and become confident with who you really are, as you can see in our latest film.
School. It's supposed to prepare you for life, but what kind?
Get a job, put your dreams on hold. I chose me.
I'm alright.
I didn't leave home.
I found a new home.
Come on in.
Joined a team.
I was guessing about today.
Learn there's more than one way to see the world.
I found my people.
People who picked me up when I was down.
Deep breath.
Pushed me when I thought I couldn't go on. So, we're just gonna get this started straight away.
And helped me achieve the things I never thought I'd
28, 29, 30, and you're done. Well done.
People showed me that what you learn in books is just the start.
People who opened doors for me.
And helped make the end of university a new beginning.
It's our goal to help every student reach their goal. Apply now and find out what you're made of. De Montfort University, Leicester.
Great, so if you're ready to continue your education journey and you want to find out what you're made of, we're really excited for you and we're here to support you. We've got different types of support. So our Healthy DMU Hub is an online service for students where you can find out more about managing your health and well-being at university. The Disabled Students Allowance is money available for extra support with studies that might be available to you. And if you think you might qualify for that, you could start today with the team on the wellbeing stand. With the rising costs of living, we've increased the amount of emergency financial support we can offer through our Student Hardship Fund, along with providing comprehensive personal finance and budgeting support through our student welfare and finance team. Our student union, DSU, and its sports teams, clubs and societies are active and accessible, and through them you'll get to know the city in new ways. And more than a quarter of our undergraduates at DMU are mature students, and we've got a range of support for you, those of you looking to return to education, including flexible options, study options, scholarships, bursaries, and we do accept access to higher education qualifications. Now, at DMU, we've also got a really exciting global outlook, and we're the only United Nations Sustainable Development Goal hub based in the UK. And each of those UN goals is aimed at transforming lives, and we embed those goals into your teaching curriculum. And our work around equality and diversity and decolonising the curriculum also sets DMU apart from many other universities. Our commitment to recycling and reducing waste has put us in the top 30 universities in the world for sustainability in the Times Higher Education Impact rankings of 2022. And just this month, we're recognised for being one of the greenest universities in the country after a prestigious double win at the Green Gown Awards, which pick out the most sustainable initiatives happening across higher education. So if you choose to study at DMU, you do so safe in the knowledge that your university is really committed to addressing sustainability and carbon reduction across all our operations and activities. And our partnership with the UN not only benefits the wider community, but more specifically our students too. And just this summer, I was really thrilled to accompany 4 DMU students to the UN, you can see them pictured there, to the UN headquarters in New York, where they presented their ideas around sustainability to UN officials. And the trip was organised through DMU Global, our international experience programme, which enables students to explore the wider world. Our open days are one of the best ways, obviously, to experience for yourself what it makes DMU and Leicester distinctive and hopefully the right place for you. And obviously today you can take part in course talks, questions and answers, hear from tutors, current students, graduates, and the people that you really need to speak to are here on campus today, so please do approach them. And no question is silly or too small. But you can also start building contacts and friendships through our social media channels today. But now I really want you to meet the important people, the experts, a panel of students who can tell you what it's really like to be here. Thank you.
Navigate to the stairs, that's the hard bit done. Right, good morning, welcome to the DMU Open Day. Really great to see so many of you here. My name is Jamie, I'm going to be your host for the next 10 minutes or so. Open Days really are the best way of finding out the beating heart of an institution, and the best people to talk to find out about that day-to-day experience are the current students. Loads of them all about campus across the event today, and I'm really pleased that we've got 3 of them right here now to chat to you about their experiences. Do you want to quickly introduce yourself, guys, and let them know who you are and what you're studying?
Hi, I'm Becca, and I'm a third-year student nurse from Buxton in Derbyshire.
Hi everyone, I am Eleonora and I'm a third-year student in business management and I'm from Italy.
Hello guys, my name is Mohammed Nakash Ayman. I'm from India doing my post-graduation Masters of Business Administration. And fun fact, I'm a qualified engineer.
Yeah, so we know where to go if you have technical problems, so bear that in mind. Thanks so much. Hopefully just with those three students, gives you an idea of the variety of different backgrounds and experiences that students have. And every single student experience is a unique one, and we strive to put as many opportunities on to make that unique experience as exciting as possible. So Becca, it wasn't that long ago that you were sat in this hall watching an open day, and now you're on the stage presenting at one. So how are you feeling when you were in the shoes that these guys are in now, making those decisions and coming to open days?
So I can still remember a few years on sitting exactly where you guys were, listening to students talk and hearing a little bit about the university and what's to come if you choose to come here. And I remember being sat in that seat and there were so many different emotions going on in my head. I was excited, I was nervous, I was just so happy, but I was also terrified. So if you feel like that, that is normal, it's absolutely fine. And then, when I then decided to pick DMU, I had that nice summer to go until I could actually turn up to Leicester, when it was just full of excitement. I was just so excited. I kept telling my parents that I was excited to leave the house, which they didn't like, but I was excited to start this new chapter of my life, really. Then the journey to Leicester came. My parents were in the front of the car. I was sat in the back with the boot full of everything you could ever imagine that I was wanting to take to uni with me. And I was terrified. It was all it's a new place. I've never lived on my own. How do I cook? How do I make a bed? All of this was coming to my mind. But as soon as I turned up to those front door of the halls and I walked in and the team met me, all of that disappeared. And then ever since, it's just been happiness and excitement. I've never felt that nerves and that terrifying sort of feeling since.
Oh, thank you. As I imagine a third-year nurse, they've pretty much nailed making a bed by now, I would have thought.
Oh yeah, I've made a few beds now.
and Becca liked Open Day so much, she came to DMU's ones 3 times, she was saying earlier. Now, in terms of where you're all coming from, you're all going to be from different locations, some of you local, some more further away. I travelled 3 hours away to university, and I thought I'd gone a fair distance. But Nakesh, you've travelled slightly further, haven't you, from India? So how have you found the DMU experience in terms of how you're settling in and the welcome?
Yeah. Well, I'm from India, so I'm an international student. So my journey started I narrowed down to the different universities that I would potentially choose. Then I finally came down to Montfort University, and it was all of an partially excitement, partial tension, partially anxiety. Everything is new here. Leaving home, everything is new. New people, new climate, new culture, everything is new, food is new, and it was actually really terrifying coming from home, settling here. I didn't know what to do. Then, I came here, started my classes, and everything was starting to feel at home again. It felt like I found a new home here. I made new friends. Now, I can confidently say that I got friends from all around the world. That I made new friends. Teachers are really friendly, and, they're really helpful, cheerful. So, going to the class, it didn't feel like a chore. It was really fun, going to class each day. It was really fun, and, everything felt home, and it's like I found a new home here.
Oh, thank you, Nakesh. Our job, essentially, is to support you as individuals to have the best experience possible. And that means supporting you academically, supporting you socially, and just making sure that you're part of that community day to day. So, Becca, your journey was slightly shorter. I've got a name check Buxton here, where you came from. I did mention Matlock in the practice, and I got told off there. So how have you found the support from the DMU community in helping you settle in?
So although my geographical distance is nowhere near as far as some of the people that have come to the uni, my actual university journey has been quite an interesting one. I originally started off doing the medical science course, and this was pre-COVID. About halfway through my first year, the pandemic happened, we all got sent home, and we completed the end of that year online. After seeing all the nurses and the healthcare professionals working so hard during the pandemic, I went, I want to do this, and I'm going to do this, however it takes to get there. So I contacted the uni and I said, hi, is there any chance I could maybe become a nurse? And they went, yeah, we'd like that. If that's what you want to do, then yeah, go for it. And now I'm in my final year and I'm due to graduate in September. And just throughout it all, they've helped to support me to ensure that I've got placements that I've wanted. I've been supported academically through all my assignments, because trying to balance placement and assignments can be very difficult. And also academically and financially, they've also helped to support me to put an application to the DMU Global, which was mentioned earlier. And in March, I'm actually going to be going to Dubai for a week to look at the nursing research over there. And DMU have supported me fully through that to make sure my application was strong. And they're also helping financially to make sure that I can have that opportunity.
Fantastic. Dubai sounds great. I'm quite jealous, actually. It's almost as nice as Leicester. So focusing on the academic side of university, obviously it's really important to think about the broader experience in the community, but the course is at the heart of every decision that students make to go to university. So Eleonora, how have you found the university from an academic point of view during the years you've studied here?
So the university has been always very helpful for me. I'm an international student, and when I first moved here, I didn't join the university immediately. I first started with the college, the university college, and there I got all the help and support I needed to start this new whole journey that I didn't know anything about, and they introduced me to the university life, to the university assessments, which were completely new to me, and they gave me all the support I needed, as I mentioned before, and I succeeded my first year and my second, and now I'm undertaking my third one. Also, when I moved here to Leicester, I wanted to expand my skills and knowledges in how the work world worked, and I did this through an internship I'm currently doing with the university. That's helping me to expand my skills for my future careers, such as the communication skills, the leadership skills, and working in groups as well. And all the stuff around me is helping me in case I have other things to do while I'm supposed to have a shift or something. They're super fine with changing my shifts and everything. So I'm getting all the support I need, and they're very helpful and amazing. And if I have to give you a recommendation, is to take all the opportunities you have here there and make the most out of your university journey.
Thank you. That is a brilliant top tip. Take advantage of everything. The trips to travel, the work-based opportunities that all of our courses provide, joining clubs and societies, becoming a student ambassador, standing on a stage at an open day talking in front of hundreds of people. The more things you do, the richer your experience will be. Final thing I want to talk about is Leicester, the campus, and the city. You know, DMU is a wonderful campus-based university, but we're only 5 minutes walk from Leicester city centre as well, and not many universities offer those kind of dual opportunities. Becca, start with yourself. How have you found living in Leicester and the DMU campus experience?
So for me, when I was looking at universities, because I come from a very small town, I wanted somewhere that wasn't too busy, wasn't too overwhelming, and Leicester did that perfectly. You can walk places easily. The campus itself is really nice and compact, and you don't have to walk miles between lectures, which is brilliant. And just, it's so nice to be able to pop into the city between lectures if you want a coffee, or you fancy going out for lunch, or even doing your food shopping. It's really not that far to go. And Leicester is a city I really, really love, so much so that when I actually graduate in September, I have accepted a job here in Leicester, so I will be sticking around for a little bit.
Fantastic, thank you so much. So Eleonora, how about yourself in terms of a campus experience? Are you enjoying it?
Yes, 100%. I completely agree with everything Becca said. And also I can add that also when it comes to working space for when you have to work on your assessment, the campus is amazing. Like there is the library where you can stay and have a silent space where you can just focus on your assessments without any distraction. There is also the terrace on one of our buildings that you're going to see probably later in one of your campus tours, which is a lovely place with an amazing view, and you can stay there, study, enjoy the fresh air as well, especially during summer, maybe, not now, but still, it's an amazing place, really. I love it.
Oh, thank you. As a father of 2 young children, I shall be tapping Eleonora up about our silent space later on. So, Nakesh, about yourself, how have you found the Leicester and campus experience? Again, big cultural change you talked about. Is it something you're enjoying?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And of course, you know, something to mention. I'm going to Paris on DMU Global. You know, I'm going to explore the world. That's a great opportunity. By the way, talking about Leicester, Leicester is really calmful, peace, and I really find it peaceful. And about the campus, my most important spot is the Kimberlin Library. You know, it is 24/7 open. It is really a great spot for me. You know, I can be myself, learn, research, study. It's really peaceful, it's calm, and the best part is, like I mentioned, it is 24/7 available, and you know the campus is always active.
Thank you so much. So my final tip to you guys is, as you're going around the campus today, you're researching with your head, what's the course like, what's the facilities like. You're also researching with your heart, where do I feel comfortable, where can I see myself? And that last part is the reason that open days are so important. That kind of feeling is not something you can research on paper. You need to be here, feel the vibe, talk to the students. I want to say thank you very much to our students. It's a big thing talking on a big stage to you guys, so thank you very much. And introduce our Vice-Chancellor for some closing words.
Great, and a huge thank you to the students. I think their comments are brilliant. Now, university should be empowering and it should change lives. And obviously, undertaking a degree is a really exciting part of that. And we're here to help you. I hope that you choose to come to DMU. Please make the most of today. Enjoy the open day. And I really look forward to seeing you on campus again in the near future. Thank you.